Okay, start off with, we have approximately 2 cups of flour, to that we're going to add 1 teaspoon of baking powder, combine the dry ingredients, get the baking powder all through it. To this we're going to add 2 beaten eggs, and we're going to start off with about half a cup of water. We're going to add more water as we go along. What we're looking for here is consistency. You want a sticky dough in the end, but it needs to be workable. What we'll be doing is taking this, turning it out onto a cutting board, and then cutting little pieces of it into boiling water. There are a couple other methods that can be used. There's a particular device, a spatula maker, where you take this dough, you feed it in, you put pressure on it and turn a crank, and it cuts out little tiny pieces of spätzle, the German word for Nokedli. So now we got a full cup of water added to this. And if you stick to that proportion, 1 cup of water, 1 cup of flour, 1 egg, half a cup of water, and then half a teaspoon of baking powder, you're good. And you see we've still got some lumps in there. We got to stir this in, make sure we get those lumps out. And this is still a little loose, so we're going to add some flour into this. Here we go. We're at the right consistency now. So what we're going to do is we're going to let this sit for about 15-20 minutes to rest. And in the meantime, we're going to fill a big pot with water, and we're going to cook these puppies up. Pull back a little bit. There we go. Alright, so we've transferred our Nokedli dough onto the cutting board. We got boiling water here. I'm dipping my knife into the water, and I'm just cutting small pieces of the dough off and dropping them into the boiling water. Now this is one way to make a rustic Nokedli. There are fancy machines to do it. Everybody's mother taught them their own method. This is the one I learned from mine. Alright, so now they're going to cook for a couple minutes, a few seconds actually. It doesn't take much time at all. And once you see them floating up to the top, they're done. And you just transfer them out of the water. And I like using a colander and a bowl so the water drains out of them. and we're just going to pile them up in there.